Hello, welcome to Game 4 of my league match against Catstealer419. They open with the 2-5, it looks like, so they're probably just going to go Witch, nothing Witch, which makes some sense. We've got Tormentor, we've got Ugh. This is a kingdom, huh? So there's no way to trash the curses after you've drawn them, after you've gained them to the deck, but you can trash them with Watchtower. Star Chart seems nice. Early Tormentor seems nice. Especially with Acting Troupe, early Tormentor can do stuff. I'm thinking about opening Watchtower, though. Like Watchtower Silver. Try to get some early... I can also open Watchtower Star Chart. Top deck the Watchtower. But I really want to try to get a Curse Witch fairly early. Then I probably want to get an Acting Troupe. Okay, they did open with the Tormentor, so I feel better about that open. The thing you can do with Tormentor is play Tormentor, and then with an Acting Troupe, you can play other actions after it. So that's like, you can get a little bit of something going with Imps, and I guess if you play a Tormentor and you have a bunch of Sheepdogs in hand, that'll do something. If your opponent plays Witch, you can just build up a ton of Sheepdogs. Villain doesn't hurt that much against Watchtower, unless Watchtower is the only 4-cost, and I'll go Tormentor here myself. Probably my second 5 will be the Witch. The curses just hurt too much. And then try to pick up my own Star Chart here. But we'll see if I keep hitting 5, I probably won't end up doing that. So this is a weird one. I wonder if you even want like an early capital for the plus buy, and like you'll have some bad turns where you can pay off the debt. I think though that Star Chart is just going to be too valuable. Like top decking an Imp, top decking a Tormentor, make sure you get that Imp going. I could also top deck a Watchtower every turn. They've got a 15-card deck, so it's not like they're super likely to see the Imp every turn, but it's hard to pass up on another Witch. You also need another. I also want to get another Acting Troupe into this shuffle. All right, so I've got a Copper on top. I guess I'm going to top deck the Watchtower. See how that goes. Hey, I got one trash. That's nice. Put the Imp into the Witch. Watchtower does nothing, so not going to do that. I guess if you're getting the plus buy stuff going, you need the capital. Problem is you end up passing up buys on the second turn to pay off the debt. So like you get 2 buys one turn and then no buys the turn after, or maybe you can pay off half the debt. Maybe though if you're buying 3 costs, you get to like 10 and 2 buys, you can ameliorate that a bit. So we'll top deck that. So this buy will be Acting Troupe, Sheepdog, probably. If they're going to start witching me, I can actually gain the curse, react the Sheepdog, and then trash with Watchtower, potentially. So it's pretty nice. And Sheepdog's another unique, at least, for Imp. Given the weird variance of this deck, like it doesn't seem crazy that Harvest is usable. So I'm going to take an Acting Troupe and a Sheepdog, pay 3 debt, top deck a Acting Troupe, Watchtower, like all these things seem reasonable. Top deck a Watchtower. Guess I want to add some more Watchtowers to this deck. So they've played their Watchtower and not been able to use it to any effects. Draw 1, play the Imp, play the Tormentor. Didn't do a ton. I gave them diluted, which means they can't buy actions. So that's actually pretty nice. I guess I want to get 2 Watchtowers into the deck, and I just want to buy as many Acting Troupes as there are. I do find the Sheepdog, so that gives me a little bit of free draw. Free in quotation marks. Wow, the Plague is actually pretty painful in my hand doesn't end up having Watchtower in it. I'm only going to have 1 here, so I can't actually buy anything. They can't really buy anything either unless they want to buy another capital, or a gold, or a province, or like, as I said, Harvest almost doesn't seem crazy in this kingdom as another unique for imps to hit. And given that we have, you're likely to, you could potentially see 2 coppers or 2 curses, but likely you're going to see 3 uniques every time. So Harvest is going to be somewhat worth it, and it churns through the shuffles, which means you can get more star chart value. In that deck, that feels more like a deck a card that fits into Duchy Duke, especially with Harems. With no way really to trash, we're going to end up with a lot of cards in the deck that we can't trash. So there's going to be 7 coppers, 5 curses, even if you have 5 or 6 duchies. Okay, they did go Harem Duchy. And unfortunately, I have to pass turn here. I will top deck a Watchtower and hopefully be able to use it. I really wish, the turn you get Plague, you could use it, but that's life sometimes. Witch, Sheepdog, Imp, Tormentor. I also kind of like the Duchy Harem thing. What I'm saying is just top deck a card that doesn't do that much. Yeah, the Duchy Harem thing is kind of nice. Villain seems like a reasonable card. I wonder if we're too early for duchies, or if we're just right for duchies. We've got kind of janky decks. I don't want to fall too far behind in the duchy stuff. So I could take a duchy here, top deck a Watchtower. I think I have another acting troupe in my deck. I'm going to need one of those fairly soon. Top deck a Watchtower, and I can pay off almost all the debt. This is a bit awkward. I think I'm going to play acting troupe Watchtower to maximize draw at the cost of a villager. Okay. More acting troops. I like having more acting troops. I also like having sheepdogs and various other cards. I guess acting troop. Top deck a Watchtower. Try to have good coverage against their witch. So they've added this extra harem to their deck. I have 2 extra Watchtowers, a sheepdog. 6. So they bought 2 duchies there, but they took on a bunch of debt. Envious doesn't hurt because I only have the 1 silver and it's in my discard pile. They just paid debt. Okay, so Watchtower first. Play Witch. Sheepdog. I think I really want to try to buy 2 duchies this turn. Didn't find it. Okay, so this will just be 1 duchy and pay debt. Hopefully they don't double duchy here. They are really seeing this witch a lot. Yuck. They that was a really lucky shuffle for them. I mean, moderately lucky. I don't know. I have to switch to provinces now because dukes are worth too much for them. I'm gonna top deck a Watchtower as the thing that draws me the most. Witch. Okay, so this all went really badly for me. For both of us, I guess. I mean, the rest of their shuffle is going to be pretty terrible too, but never mind. They have more imps, I suppose. Yeah, so now I just have to buy provinces, and their dukes are worth 5. Yeah, I don't like my position here. In terms of, yeah, all the games. I've said that, I think, on almost every game at some point. They're also hitting me with the curses, and I have all these Watchtowers. I feel like So Famine, reveal the top 3 cards, discard the actions. So I can top deck a Capital? Does that work? I have no idea what just happened. I lost a Watchtower and into that shuffle, but I have a Capital on top. Okay, so Watchtower draws 2, which draws 2, Sheepdog, pay debt, end turn. Yeah, I feel pretty lost on this one. We're gonna kind of slog it out here, so I mean maybe I can hit provinces, but I don't really. Oh yeah, the acting troop pile is emptying, so this game's over next turn. Yeah, I don't know. I thought we had similar plans. They just hit the Capital at the right time. Like I hit 9 that turn, I would have been able to get 2 dukes, 2 duchies, and then it would have been more even. But I hit 9, and then they drew their Capital at the top of the shuffle. So that's life sometimes. Maybe their plan was a little bit better. I thought the Watchtower Sheepdog stuff would line up better. It didn't seem to line up, but the decks were kind of dirty. Yeah, I would have figured I ended the game with less curses there. So all in all, well played by them, I guess. Not really sure what was going on in that kingdom, to be honest. So it's hard for me to say, which I guess means they deserve to win. And I move on to game 5.